Check.
Yeah, we're live. Well, because this game starts in 5 minutes. It's only 6.
Welcome to everyone tuning into SaberCats Sports Network. This is 12-7 Fossil Ridge versus 6-7 Centaurus Warriors. We're here for a marquee matchup here in Fort Collins, Colorado, as the SaberCats come into this game ranked 19th and Centaurus ranked 32nd.
Wonderful evening here for some volleyball. Fossil Ridge High School coming off a win against Pomona. Won 3 straight sets in a sweep. Whereas the Centaurus, they came off a win, I believe, against Boulder, 3-2 in that one. Last game was Greeley Central, and with a 3-2 win then. Both teams coming off a win, looking to increase their winning streak here.
Yeah, Fossil coming off a big win over Pomona. They swept them in that game, and next game will be against Boulder. Some key players to watch out for in this one. Number 5, Shane Girdis, has 175 kills on the year as a senior. Extremely impressive. What a game this will be.
Another player to watch for Fossil is number 11, Jason Minat, who just last game reached 1,000 career assists as a setter.
As they'll take a moment to honor some teachers.
Our athletes both on and off the court. Tonight is about honoring the incredible teachers who show up every day, not just in the classroom, but as mentors, role models, and cheerleaders. Teachers, you teach our athletes lessons that go far beyond textbooks. You teach them how to persevere, how to lead, and how to be responsible. Your encouragement doesn't just help them in their academics, it empowers them to be better athletes, teammates, and individuals. You've all made such a lasting impact on our athletes, whether through a simple word of encouragement, a bit of extra help after a tough practice, or a reminder to stay focused when they've had a challenging week. We appreciate the patience and understanding you show them when balancing school and sports, and we're grateful for how you push them to strive for excellence in everything that you do. So tonight, we want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and your belief in them. Your influence is felt every day, and they are better because of each and every one of you. At this time, we're going to start with our C team, and then we're going to finish with our varsity. First up, C team player Seth Pereira has chosen Fossil English teacher Ann Fleming. C team player Miller Howard has chosen Ridgeview history teacher Colin Moore. C team player Ben Summers has chosen Fossil band director JV player Turner Buckring has chosen also business teacher James Menefee. JV player Max Barlow has chosen also counselor Matt Murphy. JV player Cam Muller has chosen Timothy English teacher Amy Liddy. JV player Brody Horner has chosen Wellington agriculture teacher Cheyenne Hope. JV player Casey Nelson has chosen also business teacher Shelly Bassett. JV player Cooper Group has chosen also German teacher Amy Healy. JV player Bernardo Cruz de Abreu has chosen also math teacher Chris Tedder. JV player Blaine Croft and varsity player Dawson Willie has chosen also woodshop teacher Kyle Taylor. JV player Marty McNary and varsity player Luke Pottle have chosen also science teacher Steve Walter. JV player Flint Gower and varsity player Owen Today have chosen Timothy teacher Christy Margison. JV player Nathan Black and varsity player Ben Newquist have chosen fossil English teacher Meredith McGowan. Varsity player Shane Curtis has chosen Timid psychology teacher Lynette Gustafson. Varsity player Brandon Fan has chosen fossil biology teacher Leslie Smyther. Varsity player Joe Buska has chosen Timid English teacher Hannah Sobel, who unfortunately could not make it tonight. Varsity player Arthur Vieira has chosen fossil math teacher and head coach for our boys volleyball team, Coach Brian Sutala. Varsity player Ron Southwood has chosen fossil humanities teacher Dylan Turpin. Varsity player Jason Manat has chosen fossil media production teacher Ben DeGear. And finally, varsity players Josh Lansma and Hugh Sutherland have chosen Timid government teacher Kyle Crawford.
Huge thank you to all of our teachers.
Our amazing teachers.
From all over Fort Collins or even into Wellington and Timnath. Huge thanks. Couldn't be who we are without you guys.
All right, thank you so much, teachers. Appreciate you.
Coach Watala has to switch from teacher mode into coach mode here.
Yep. Head coach of Fossil Volleyball, Brian Switala, also a math teacher at Fossil. And let's let this volleyball begin. Once again, this is Cannon Ray alongside Wyatt Hansen, and this is Fossil Ridge Boys Volleyball versus Centaurus Boys Volleyball. As they'll get some time to warm up heading into this game. What are some of your biggest takeaways heading into this one?
Biggest takeaways is just Fossil needing to keep a rhythm if they want to go deep here into the playoffs. They want to try and make the state championship, want to do better than they did last year, you know. They have to win these games, these pretty much, I believe, non-conference games. You know, they just gotta keep winning, keep winning, keep winning.
Yep. As we said a little earlier, Fossil, their last game was a win over Pomona, and they swept Pomona in that one.
gave us practice. I assume they didn't see any like the teaching for that. Call my coach Thorne or something. I know setter, like libero, and then like front row there. And like blocker, but that's kind of just everybody. section. We got a lit student section. Arthur is also pretty good. Yeah. And then Jason's good. And then in the left, yeah, Shane's probably their best like attacker. Or he's probably their best all-around. Hugh Sutherland. Big ahead. And then number 21, right behind Shane. Shane's nasty. And then number 21 on the left, Arthur. He's a Brazilian exchange student. Wait until like 30 seconds before.
Welcome everybody, tuned into SaberCat Sports Network. This is Fossil Ridge Boys Volleyball versus Centaurus Boys Volleyball. A marquee matchup we've got here in Fort Collins, Colorado. The SaberCats coming into this game with a 12-7 record, 19th ranked in the state. Centaurus coming in with a 6-7 record, and they are 32nd in the state. Big game here. What are some takeaways you have for this game?
Big takeaway is just pure dominance is what's needed to win. Like Fossil here, playing a push towards like playoffs and state championship and all that. They just need to keep winning. They need to keep their heads up, keep pushing, and yeah.
Yep, some great points, Wyatt. Starting this game soon. Teams getting their last few reps in before this game starts. And before this game, they all commemorated their teachers. What a night we've got here. Stay seated. This is going to be a great game.
Special thanks to Coach Swatala, who's also a teacher here, and then also Mr. DeGear, who is the only reason these broadcasts are possible for you and for us to get the practice. So huge thank you to all of you.
We'll send this to the national anthem. We'll be back in a minute.
Good luck to both teams. Fossil Ridge High School, as a member of Cooter School District, the Northern League, and the Colorado High School Activities Association, believes there's an educational value in our athletics program. One of the most important objectives is good sportsmanship. We believe that winning is important, but not more important than dignity and honor. Please cheer enthusiastically for your team and show respect and sportsmanship throughout the contest. Please refrain from criticism of officials, negative cheers, chants, and behaviors. By your conduct, allow players to feel pride in their school and community. We appreciate your sportsmanship and cooperation. We'd also ask for your help making sure trash gets into trash cans. And at this time, please rise and remove your headgear for the playing of the national anthem. We'd like to thank our officials tonight, Whitney Bass and John House. Good luck to both teams.
Let's play some volleyball, folks.
Wrapping up those team introductions, and we're going to get started here pretty soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah, a lot of key players to watch in this one. The first one that immediately comes to mind for Fossil is Shane Girdes. Senior number 5 has 175 kills on the season, which is very impressive. Centaurus, on the other hand, their best player is Colton Peller, a senior with 71 kills. Both great players. That'll definitely be a matchup to watch for these two teams.
Great matchup between the two team leaders in kills here. Another major player to watch here for Fossil is Jason Minat, a senior, and he just recently, last game, surpassed 1,000 career assists here at Fossil Ridge High School. Congrats to him, and hopefully that continues into a great playoff push.
Yeah, Jason Minot, also a senior. Common theme with this Fossil team, almost everyone on this team is a senior. A lot of leadership on this team. That's why they're having such a great year, and they're definitely in the hunt for a playoff spot this year. Centaurus coming in. He's a bit of an underdog in this one. They've played a few less games than Fossil. They're looking to pull off the upset.
Centaurus ranked 32 here in the state, while Fossil Ridge is ranked number 19. Looking to both are looking to boost their rankings, but only one will come on top.
Yep.
Final little adjustments and warming up before this game starts.
Another player to mention, the libero for Fossil, Owen Zade, sophomore. One of the youngest players on this team. It's all seniors and then him pretty much. He's a sophomore.
Shows a lot about him to be a underclassman here, being trusted with the libero position, one of the greater defensive positions here in the court as this game gets going.
Just started. It's into the net. Cody Marshall.
First point there for Fossils. Jason Minot starts to serve.
Jason Minot, the player we were highlighting earlier. See if he can start this one strong for the Sabercats.
Good dig there by Arthur.
Good rally so far.
It's out. Fossil will take their second point of the set already.
2-0 Fossil there. Great serve. Even better execution there. Big play by Sutherland. And hit up by Zaddy. Oh, and it's just out.
Set there by Jason, a little high for, even though Josh is a tall dude, he's just got to get up there and get it down.
Yeah, Josh, another one of the leaders on this team, having a great season, 170 kills on the year, just out on that one.
He's also got a boatload of assists, as he is also a setter.
Yep.
Set up to Shane, and it's just absolutely killed.
What a
right
shot.
into the floor.
Shane Gertis, the player we were highlighting earlier with an insane hit there. Takes Fossil 3-1 in this one.
And as he will go back to serve. It's received well.
Oh, and it's blocked by Larsma.
And he just sneaks into the gap. Poor rotation there by Fossil just leads to a point for Centaurus.
Yeah, tough one there. Definitely hit well. Fossil still leads this one 3-2, as it will be John Neal, the sophomore, serving it for Centaurus. Oh, hit hard by Sutherland.
It's blocked, but then it's just dumped down by
Joshua
Josh
Lamsma. Lamsma, a lot of action early for the Sabercats. They lead this one 4-2 in the first set.
As Hugh Sutherland is back here to serve.
Hugh Sutherland.
Uses that big frame, gets a lot of power on the ball.
Yep, good serve there.
Just got to head over for a free ball for Fossil there.
Oh, and a fake.
Good play there by Fossil as they ran Brandon Pham there on the fake and just let Josh send it home.
Yeah, Lamsma there. Another sweet hit. Fossil leads this one, and it will be Sutherland serving again.
Better receive here. Josh is just using the height to his advantage just to hit that one down. Set over to Arthur. Still kept up. And it was a carry that will be Centaurus' point there.
Yeah, tough one there. Looks promising for a while, but it gets called for the carry, as it will be Andon Laughlin, the sophomore. Common theme for the Centaurus Warriors. A lot of sophomores, he'll serve it.
Set up another fake from Brandon there.
Ooh, and hit
Almost
hard.
the exact same play. Kept up, hit back over to Arthur. He's just going to have to feint it over as makes a diving dig. Number 11. Number 11, Oliver Thole with the great dig there.
Ooh.
Josh is getting a lot of kill chances early on here, but he just can't seem to get them inside the lines.
Very similar to a play earlier. Joshua Lambsma has had a few chances to score. He's done a lot for the SaberCats early as he'll get a chance to serve here. SaberCats lead this one 6-3. Successful serve by Lambsma.
They're just going to have to hit it over for free ball for Fossil. They got to play. Jason was already subbed out. Subbed out for subbed out for Ben for Josh to move to center there.
Hit Ben Lindquist. And Lambsma will serve again here. It looks like
that's going to be Centaurus' ball there.
Yep, violation on Fossil. And it will be Oliver Thole, the sophomore again. Another sophomore for Centaurus. He'll serve it here. Fossil leads this one 7-4. Ooh, nice.
There we go. Brandon got his first kill there. You know, he was early on been used for a lot of fakes, but there he got one and he did not disappoint.
Yeah, Brandon Pham has already had 2 fakes in this one. There, he gets on the board. Nice hit. And Arthur Vieira will serve for the SaberCats here.
Received well. Miscommunication is just going to send another ball, free ball over to Fossil.
Oh, tough one there.
Just missed time there, and Ben just couldn't get the ball over, and then nobody could save it. It's going to be Centaurus' point.
Yeah, some coaching here by Fossil's coach Brian Switala. Was honored before the game as a teacher. And serving will be Blake Heller for Centaurus.
As number 2, John Neal for Centaurus subs in. And that'll be Fossil's point. Shane, absolute whip on that ball. Even though it got blocked, it ends up out. Still Fossil's point.
Yeah, Shane Gerardis making an impact early. Player we highlighted earlier, having a great season for the SaberCats.
So it'll be Oliver to serve that.
Ooh, looks like it'll be out.
Looks like it'll be out. Fossil's point there.
Fossil up early in this one, 10-5.
Number 8, Colton Peller, also a senior with 71 kills. They're just trying to sneak one in, but just couldn't get in.
Owen Zade, the sophomore for Fossil, will serve it here.
As it is out. Unlucky break there for the libero.
Yeah, it was close. Just out, and it'll be Bodie Marshall serving for Centaurus, just like how we started this game.
A little bit of a quick attack there to Hugh. Set over to Shane. He's blocked, but it is out again. It will be another killer. Kill there for Shane.
Shane Gerardis, some great play there. Very fast start for the SaberCats in this one. They're up 11-6 in the first set of this game.
Looks like a full rotation's already been made as Jason is back there to serve. Just barely kept in, and it's just going to go right to the net and get absolutely slammed down by Josh there.
Yeah,
just absolutely no chance for Centaurus.
Bringing the hammer down there for the SaberCats as he takes them up 6 in this one. Man, that was hit hard. You could hear that from up here.
Just using that height to get on top of the ball and slam it right down to the ground where nobody can receive it. That's the problem there with just not keeping your receive on your side of the net there. It just gives the other team a chance just to get a free point on you.
Yeah, as we're heading into the timeout, a lot of things that Centaurus can take away. Fossil looking pretty smooth in this one. They're up 12-6.
Centaurus' rotations look a little bit sloppy. It looks like they're out of position. They're mistimed. They're not getting their plays in. No, they're going to need a lot of coaching points here from Coach Thorne.
Yeah, Fossil the favorite in this one, and they're playing like it, up 12-6 as we said. Let's look at some key takeaways in this one. Fossil, first person you think of, Shane Gerardis, looking amazing out there. He's done a ton for the SaberCats.
Sure, he might not be. He's not getting all of his spikes past the blockers, but he's hitting them hard enough that they just go out because just undisciplined there from the blockers.
Fossil in their last one, they beat Pomona in a sweep, carrying the momentum in this one. They've been playing some very great volleyball as of recent.
This senior-loaded roster of Fossil looking to try and get deep in the playoffs as it will be their last season.
Yeah, one of the most
just a great serve from Jason.
Yeah, great serve
It'll
by
be a service
Jason.
ace.
Jason Minot breaking a record last game.
Number 11, Oliver Thole, just barely could not get under there.
Ooh.
As that one sailed a little high.
Yeah, just out. Fossil's done that a few times, and this one's still up a lot. But definitely a few serves to clean up here, as it'll be Colton Peller serving for Centaurus.
Jason just got to keep that in. Oh, was almost snuck in there by Josh, but just barely out.
Yeah, Josh Lambsma looked to make a play there, just fell short. Centaurus playing a little better. It's way out.
Looks like that number 8 right there, Colton Peller, has a pretty nasty jump serve there.
He really does.
Fossil's definitely going to have to watch out for that, even though that one sailed over.
Gerda serving here for the Sabercats.
That one. Oh. Josh there just tried to hit it over, but their block was up there. Couldn't recover.
Bit of an odd play there. Fossil still leads this one 14-9 in the first set. And it'll be John Neal once again serving for Centaurus.
That one just missed time set there from Jason as Arthur just tried to get it by, but blocked down.
Yeah, it looks like Carver Choi blocked that one. The sophomore.
Centaurus is getting a lot of hands on spikes here. They're getting a lot of, everything's getting double blocked, and their hands are getting up there in time.
Yeah, a lot of key adjustments made for them at the timeout.
As Arthur makes up for his previous mistake and just smashes it right through the block.
Yeah,
into the hole.
Arthur Vieira, one of the leaders of this team.
Brazilian exchange student here. Arthur. He's only going to be here for 1 year with us, but he's already making his presence known.
Yeah, very cool story. Arthur Vieira.
It's a good rally going on here. Still going. Great receive there from Hugh. So Arthur just has to hit it over. That will be Centaurus ball and a net violation.
Yeah, net violation there. Fossil leads this one 15-11 still as it is.
Coach Vitalo making a little bit of a pointer there for Arthur as they had an extra hit and he just sent it over. Didn't need to. So that serve is going to be out. Number 6, Andon Laughlin. Couldn't keep it in on that serve.
Yep. If you haven't noticed yet, Centaurus is a very young team, a lot of sophomores compared to a lot of seniors. Holding their own in this first set, Fossil still leads this one by 5. It'll be Joshua Lambsma serving for the Sabercats.
Just can't get it over the net, and that'll be a service violation. That'll be a point for Centaurus.
And for Centaurus, it'll be Oliver Thule, the sophomore serving for the Centaurus Warriors.
Miscommunication there on that set from Josh. Just got to get it over. Just couldn't get there fast enough. Benjamin Lindquist, another senior here for Fossil.
Yeah, look at Lindquist with the foul there. Centaurus mounting a bit of a comeback.
Fossil's going to call a timeout here to get some pointers as Centaurus has narrowed down this lead. The lead was 6, and now it's down to 3.
Yeah, 16-13. Fossil leads this one in the first set. We got a 1-minute timeout here. Wyatt, what are some of your takeaways from this game so far? What adjustments could Fossil make?
Fossil, they're just making the very simple mistakes. You know, they're getting the timing, they're getting their hits up. You know, they're capable of smashing the ball. They're just not either keeping it in or they're just making the bonehead moves, like hitting the ball over when it's not needed to.
As we take a look at that replay earlier in this game, a very dominant serve.
So Brandon Pham gets his first kill of the night on that replay.
Yeah, Brandon Pham.
Another senior who recently joined, I believe he did play last year for JV, but this is his first year varsity.
Yeah, speaking of JV, Fossil's JV team won before this game in a very exciting game.
They did. Sets only go to 3 in JV, and it was Fossil got the first one, and the second one was tied. Had to win by 2, and they ended up doing it. I believe it was 28-26.
Yeah, very exciting game. The whole arena erupted for that.
So that ball is floated there by number 11, Oliver Thule.
Oliver Thule hits it way out. It'll be Arthur Vieira serving it for the SaberCats, the Brazilian exchange student, as we were talking about earlier. He's having a great year, 72 kills. Been one of the big bright spots for the SaberCats team.
Although he's definitely doesn't have the most experience, he's got the physical advantage. He's got a great vertical jump as he sends that one right into the net for a Centaurus point.
Yep, violation there. Fossil leads this one 17-14, as it will be Blake Heller, the sophomore, serving it for Centaurus.
As it just hits off the net, but Josh with the quick reflexes has it set up to Shane, and he absolutely rockets it. Their libero can't keep up. Number 5, Blake Heller, just couldn't get his hands around.
Yeah, some weird spin there. Josh Lambsmo, though.
Shane with a beautiful cut shot to hit it all the way into the corner. Great power on it. It's Owen with a beautiful serve just right off the top of the net there for a service ace.
Yeah, great one right there. Great serve. Probably not how you expected it to go, but he gets the point nonetheless. Fossil leads this one by 5.
It's like Fossil's looking here, not trying to jinx anything, but looking close to winning the race to 20. It's back up to Josh. He's going to hit Ben. Just barely couldn't get up there and just goes out for Centaurus point.
Hopefully no announcers jinx there. Fossil leads this one by 4, 19-15. As Bodie Marshall, the sophomore, 25 kills on this year, he will serve for Centaurus in this one.
As that one is also going to be out, floated a little high. They're getting a little under the ball here and floating it past. It's going to be another point as Fossil does get the 21st. Benjamin Lindquist will sub out there for Jason Minat.
Jason Minat, here's the serve.
The great thing about Fossil is they have 2 magnificent setters in Josh and Jason. What a beautiful play there. They had a little switcheroo, had Josh switch all the way across the court. Jason set it up to him and he hit it in.
Yeah, Lambsman right there, making his presence known in this one. No chance for Centaurus there.
Just another floated serve. That seems to be the common theme here tonight between these 2 teams. They're just floating balls just out of bounds.
Yep, a lot of violations. Fossil leads this one 21-16. We go to 25. Fossil getting close to that number.
As number 8, Colton Peller, is back here to serve with that nasty jump serve. Let's see what he's got.
As Oliver Thule comes into the game for the Warriors.
As just a mistimed play there. Didn't know who the ball's going to. As he's number 6 there, Andon Laughlin there with the kill, just hitting it right off Shane's upper arm, right down.
Yep, and serving for Centaurus will be Colton Peller, the senior.
Oh, just missed time there as Owen just couldn't get that receive. Got it too close to the net there. Jason had to one-handed, and the timing is all thrown off on that quick.
Yeah, originally it looked like it could have been a fake, but it looks like he probably just mistimed it there. Centaurus gets the point.
So that one's also going to be floated over with another free point for Fossil as they take a 4-point lead, 22-18, only 3 away from taking the set.
Yeah, really a chance here for Fossil to win this. It'll be
Shane Gertis back here to serve.
Yep, Shane Gertis.
Just all sort of mismatch. They had Fossil completely fooled there, all the way running to the other side of the court, but he just couldn't get that spike in, and just another out of bounds. Another free point for Fossil.
Yeah, luckily he misses out there. And Fossil,
as Centaurus is going to call a timeout there.
Yep.
Hopefully talk about make some coaching points and try and swing this first set around.
Yeah, down to their last 2 points to give up. Fossil leads this one 23-18. If you're Centaurus, it's really do or die for this first set. As we check in on some replays. earlier in this one.
Oh, that was that absolute magnificent play there by, great play design there by Coach Sotala, as they have Josh stay in the front right, and then they have him come all the way around with the fake to Hugh, and he just sends it home.
Yeah, great camera angle on that shot as well. Doesn't get much better than that. Fossil, here it'll be Gertis. It'll be Gertis serving here for the SaberCats. With a chance to make this a 1-point game.
It's a high receive there. Set up to number 11. Good receive down to Braun.
Ooh.
He gets his first minutes, even though that ball was indeed tipped by the blocker, so that will be Fossil's point, and they are at set point.
Yeah, hard to see from the camera there, but that was tipped. Braun Southworth makes this a 24-18 game. Fossil, game point here, a chance to win it.
Good receive, but some this time just gonna have to give Fossil a free ball there.
Ooh, hit hard there by Sutherland.
As that ball is gonna be out. Oh, and they're saying it was tipped. That's gonna be Centaurus' point.
Wow, looks like Fossil, they looked at first like they had won the set there, but they're gonna call him for the
tip. It's a very confusing point there. Seems like, I don't know, looks like the ref saw something that we didn't.
John McNeil will serve it for Centaurus here.
Fossil looks to close out this set, and they will with an absolute beautiful kill there from Joshua. That height advantage is just so dominant here at this area, or this level of the sport.
Yeah, fitting that Lamsma ends it for the SaberCats here. He really played great in this one. He had a few miscues early. After that, he was locked in. SaberCats take this first one. What a game that was. As SaberCats now lead this one 1-0. We'll see what this next set has in store for us.
Now, Keanon, what adjustments do you think either of these teams have to make to fully secure this game?
Both these teams really, they're doing a great job of receiving. Some of the serves could be a little bit better. Let's look at some of these replays here. Lamsma, man, what a game he's had. This one, it looked like it could have been the game for a second. Sutherland with a chance to spike it, and then common theme there, Lamsma slams it down for the SaberCats.
And then a big thing that's kind of starting to hurt Centaurus is they're just mistiming their offensive attacks, so they're just giving free balls back to Fossil to set up their plays.
For sure.
You don't want to give them free, easy receives for the back line because they're just going to get their plays dialed and they're going to beat you.
Yeah, Fossil did that a little bit earlier in this one.
As on that replay, Owen with an absolute beautiful service save just off the very, very top of the net and just hits it over.
Yeah, we saw
There's that one beautiful play there. That might be my favorite play of the night.
Yep, camera angle the shot. Well, what a shot it was from Lamsma there. As if you're Brian Switala right now, you can't be too upset with that first one. You've got to be pretty excited. Not too many things to change. Some things here in the Centaurus. They need to make some more adjustments. And Fossil really carrying on that momentum from their win last game against Pomona, where they swept them. After this game, they'll go take on Boulder. Centaurus, on the other hand, they have an invitational tournament in Overland. And their last game was a win over Greeley Central, where they won that in 5. We got 55 seconds left in this break, and then we'll get back to the action here. Going back to the rankings, Fossil ranked 19th. In the state, Centaurus ranked 32nd, and both teams have a similar league record, with Centaurus being 3-3 and Fossil being 2-3.
I believe Centaurus does have a higher league ranking at 5th in their league, while Fossil is in 8th, just struggling against their close league teams, even though Fossil's are pretty dominant teams themselves.
Yeah, you can tell Fossil also in very high spirits. After every point they get, the bench is erupting. They've definitely got great chemistry, and it makes sense. This is a team full of seniors, and this is really, it seems like their best chance to win it all this year. A lot of seniors having a great year. You got to be in high spirits feeling like that. The SaberCats, they're up 1-0 as we start the second set here in Fort Collins.
Second set will soon be underway. Some pointers there from the refs.
Yep, the line judges switch sides, and let's get playing. It'll be Jason Manat, the senior, starting us off for the SaberCats.
Set's underway with a great serve there and a great receive. As you're just going to need to be tipped over and just unlucky there for Fossil. But number eight, Colton Peller there with the first point of the set.
Yeah, Colton Peller, player we were highlighting earlier in this game. He is the leader in kills for the Centaurus team. He's serving it here.
Just didn't get that set high enough. It's going to be back for Centaurus as just missed times, so the ball's just going to get, number 11 there had to lean back, so that ball's just going to get floated.
Yeah, that was Oliver Thule, the sophomore. Just a little too much power there, as it'll be Shane Gertis, the senior, serving it for the SaberCats. The score is 1-1 in the second set, Fossil taking the first.
Ball's received, trying to run up a play. Just going to have to feint it over and give it right back to Fossil. Josh is going to go up, do the same, give it back to Centaurus. Good rally here. As it's going to be absolutely stuffed there by Big Hugh Sutherland, number 33.
Yeah, Big Hugh there, having a great season, having a great game as well. Just no shot for Centaurus to do anything.
You've either got to place it perfect or hit it with so much power his arms fall out to get it past you.
Yeah, no one's able to dig that as Gertis will serve again.
It's a beautiful dig there for number 5, but nobody is there to help him.
Yeah, the ace there for Gertis. Still a great dig from Heller.
Number 5, Blake Heller with a beautiful dig there, the libero.
We'll see Fossil. They got a lot of momentum. We'll see if they can go on a run here. Gertis once again.
It's a way better. It's a great receive there. He's just gonna have to hit a back line spike and just nothing's melding here for the Centaurus team. It doesn't feel like the chemistry's up right now.
Yeah, you can tell in terms of team morale, Fossil's definitely way up. Centaurus, they don't seem to be as happy fitting because of the score. Good hit by Colton Peller there.
As Fossil takes an early 4-1 set lead here in set 2. They're just going to have to tap it over, and there's going to be a net violation on Fossil here, and that's going to give Centaurus their second point of the set.
Yeah, Carver Choi will check into this one for Blake Keller for the Warriors, and it'll be John Neal serving it. 4-2, Fossil leads this one in the second set.
It's a good dig there from Shane. So they went for that quick attack of Hugh was pretty nasty. So trying to hit it in, and it is going to be called in right on the line there. That's a good decision there by that lines judge.
Yeah, that's a tough one, especially couldn't really tell from up here, probably couldn't tell on the broadcast, but line judge calls it in. That is a point for the SaberCats, 5-2. They lead this one, and it'll be Big Hugh Sutherland serving it for the SaberCats.
Try to place it there, but number 11, Oliver Thule, with a great eye. Pulls out, it's going to be Centaurus point.
Yeah, Oliver Thule playing a good game for the Warriors in this one. Looked like it could have gone either way, just barely out.
Because that serve's also going to be out there, I believe. Yep, that serve's also going to be out for another free point for Fossil. Centaurus is going to have to dial in their serves here if they stop giving away free points if they want to come back.
Yeah, it'll be Joshua Lamsma serving this one. If you watch the first set, you know this guy is a threat. Centaurus should definitely be ready for him.
A little bit of announcer jinx there as he hits it right off the net.
Yeah, we saw he took a little bit to get warmed up in the first set. Hopefully, same goes here, as it'll be Oliver Thule serving it for Centaurus.
So he's just going to try and send it over, and it's going to be out, and it's going to be another free Fossil point there.
Yeah, if you're watching the coaching on the sideline, Coach Brian Switala seems to be taking a ton of notes. Pretty clean start for the SaberCats, but you can always improve. That's why they've had such a great season.
As Arthur is going to get subbed in here for number 22, Braun Southworth. Arthur back here to serve as well.
Yep, the Brazilian, Arthur Vieira.
Send it over there to Peller, and Owen's going to keep that in with a great receive. And that's going to be a cross-court set from Shane for a beautiful placement by Ben Lindquist there.
Yeah, Shane Gertis getting the set from Lindquist, and it results in a fossil point there, 8-4 SaberCats.
Lindquist in his first year of playing volleyball as a senior for this fossil team. As there was a receive there and just nobody went up for it, and that ball is just going to hit the floor and be another fossil point.
Yeah, adding on to that, Lindquist, his first year, crazy how much he's improved. To be this good in your first year, you just wonder how good he could have been if he played for more. But having a great year and great play there.
And that's an absolute beautiful receive there from the Brazilian, and that's just going to get hit over by Joseph Huska, Joe as they call him.
Yeah, Shane Gertis there tried to hit it back, just not enough. Fossil off to a hot start in the second set. They're up 10-4.
Looks like, I believe Centaurus is going to call a timeout here to speak about this early disadvantage they have in set 2.
Yeah, Centaurus definitely going to need to make some adjustments here. And Coach Thorne will be specifically talking to Bodie Marshall. Looks like one of the best players on the Centaurus team. And if you're Fossil, not too much you've got to change. They're pretty good start for them so far. Let's get back to action here. It'll be Vieira.
Arthur's still back to serve there.
Yeah, Vieira has 72 kills on the season. It's crazy. So many new faces that are seniors on this team. Very interestingly built.
Very.
They got chemistry, though, if you can tell if you're watching the game.
3 or 4 seniors this year that just came in to play for their first year, and they meld really well. Great chemistry, great leadership.
Yeah.
And the team backbone with Hugh, Josh, and Jason, as they've been long-term starters, and Shane, all long-term starters for this team.
Yeah, it's crazy when you look at their roster as Fossil scores again. You usually think that seniors have been there for a while. A lot of these guys are just starting playing volleyball, so it's impressive that they've been so impressive this season in terms of their play.
That serve by Arthur is in. It's going to get received up. Brady Peller is going to try and knock it in, but it's just going to be out for another fossil point.
Yeah,
or Colton Peller, excuse me.
Yeah, Peller and Heller, 2 players on the Warriors, get them mixed up pretty easily, but Colton Peller, a little too much there. SaberCats taking an 8-point lead in this one. Man, what a run the SaberCats have been on, 13-4. They are on fire right now.
Looks like number 4, Bodie Marshall there. There's been a couple balls hit up, received to him that he either didn't get any communication or didn't realize that we're still on his side.
Oh.
As Arthur's serve luck ran out as he's going to sail one over.
Yeah,
for a point for Centaurus.
Was looking really good. A little too much there, but after that rally, you definitely can't be mad. Fossil leads this one 13-5, and it will be Blake Heller serving it for the Warriors.
Going to get a good receive. Ran a play. Just couldn't get that set up for Joe.
Oh, impressive.
Play looked a little wonky there from Fossil. Gave Centaurus a chance to pounce and get a free point there.
Yeah, John Neal scoring that for the Warriors. And once again, it'll be Heller serving it. Straight into the net.
That'll be a a service violation. That will be Fossil's point. Those need to be limited if Centaurus wants to come back. I know I've said it once or twice before, but giving away free points is just not the way to come back, especially as an underdog.
As Sutherland checks into the game for the SaberCats.
A little bit of miscommunication almost there, but still got it over.
Oh.
That's an absolute...
Yeah, Bodie Marshall there, stopping a huge hit from Gertis there. Very impressive play by Marshall.
Great block.
As you were saying, though, Centaurus can't afford to be giving Fossil free points. Service violations definitely hurt him in this one.
What I've noticed about this Centaurus team is another serve is going to be sailed by Bodie for another free point, as that keeps being brought up, that storyline there. And one of the major things I've been realizing here is that Centaurus, they don't have a whole lot of height as a team. You know, volleyball, it's a sport where height definitely matters, and Fossil definitely outranks them in height at least.
As my Nat hits that all the way to the water fountains. A little too much there. Fossil still leads this one 15-8 in the second set. As it'll be Colton Peller, the senior, serving it for the Warriors, looking to bring them back into this game.
So they're going to run another play. Those plays with Jason Minat setting and Hugh and Josh to either side have been working out really well. So they're going to give Shane a chance, and he's going to knock it. And then, see, number 5, Blake Heller there, the libero just couldn't keep it in on another Shane Gertis powerful spike.
Yeah, Gertis locked in today.
As he gets subbed out there for number 4.
Yeah, getting a bit of an ovation there. Speaking of ovation, next game for Fossil will be senior night against Boulder. Will be a great game to tune into.
So number 4, Luke Pottle there was subbed in for Shane Gertis. It's just a little bit of miscommunication there as Owen tries to get a good receive and just nobody was there.
Yeah, Fossil leads this one 16-9. Centaurus chipping away a little bit. And it'll be Neal serving it for the Warriors.
Not a great receive there from Arthur.
Yeah, little by little, Warriors maybe taking some advice from their coach and improving for the second set. This one's got a little closer.
Just a rough play from Fossil there to begin with. So Arthur gets another chance to get a way better receive there. So Jason tries to get a serve or a set over to Josh, and that will be another point here. Or no, that'll be a point for Centaurus there as a net violation is called on Josh.
Yeah, big rally going for the Warriors. Neal will serve once again, the sophomore.
They've cut the lead now just down to 5.
Gotta wonder if there's gonna be a timeout anytime soon for the SaberCats. Oh, and that was ran to perfection.
Looks like they're not gonna need it as Josh, I don't know why I keep trying to call him Colton, but Josh, absolute banger over the net.
Yeah, Lambsma. What a hit there as they'll get the serve back.
That's a big key to victory there. Fossil's big key to victory is great receives. Every single time they've had a good receive, they've had a really well thought play drawn out, and they've able to execute. But when their receives falter, so do they.
Nicely hit.
As they're trying to get a lot of plays here that are number 8, Colton Peller, excuse me. It's a good block there by Joe. As they're just going to find the soft spot in the defense as Dawson Wiley, outstretched hand, just barely couldn't reach it.
That's a tough one. Centaurus been doing that a lot.
We're going to go to a replay here. Oh, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful play design. Good set there from Jason behind his head. All the way over to Josh in the far right corner. He's just going to slam it home. What a great set there from Jason.
Yeah,
awkward receive there, and Jason just gets it up for Joe to slam down.
Joe Bauska, the senior, as speaking of new players coming into the game, the freshman Bernardo Cruz de Abreu will come in for the SaberCats. He'll serve for the first time tonight.
We saw him earlier today in the JV matchup, and he definitely seemed like the best player on the court.
Yeah, he's the only freshman on varsity. Definitely a name to watch out for in the future for the SaberCats team.
SaberCats team is pretty bright future-wise. So Arthur's just going to have to hit it over as a missed-time run-up.
Oh.
As Colton Peller, he's dangerous from that mid-zone on their side, but he just barely couldn't get it over the net that time.
Yeah, we've said his name a lot tonight. As Cruz de Abreu hit it again.
Fossil takes a 19-12 lead in this second set. just a little bit of miscommunication there is going to lead to another free point for Fossil. These mistakes are going to have to be limited.
Yeah, Fossil also using a lot of bench players in this one, and they're still up by 8. Looks like Centaurus.
Sweep Centaurus if Fossil takes this set.
Yeah, Wyatt, if you're Coach Tuatala right now, what adjustments, or not even adjustments, what are you talking to about the SaberCats?
I'm definitely keeping this team encouraged, you know. They've been playing great. You know, there's a little bit of mistakes, but, you know, it's high school sports going to happen. But I think he's got to be really proud of the fact that he's rotating a lot of bench guys who wouldn't typically get a whole lot of minutes in high, like, matchups. And just the fact that they're still playing great, even with these bench players getting subbed in, you know, just encouraging his team, just making sure they're all good, ready to go for this rest of this second set.
Yeah, Centaurus a good team too. They're definitely trying out a lot of new sets, it seems. A lot of new plays. And once again, Bernardo, the freshman, serve it for the SaberCats.
As a freshman, he's going to serve it out there.
20-13, Fossil leads this one. In the second set, it'll be Oliver Thule serving it for the Warriors here.
Big number 12 here. Asher Wilcox for Centaurus has been a really great receiver here. He's kind of been holding up the back line. So Arthur got up there. He just couldn't get his spike over the net. This is going to be a point for Centaurus.
Arthur Vieira, he hit that hard. It's not enough.
He's a high flyer, that's for sure. It's a little weird for setters to adjust. You know, they got to get that ball up higher. Good receive there by Dawson. Get over to Arthur again, but just missed time, so he had to switch to his non-dominant hand to try and float it over.
Yeah, tough one there. Centaurus only down 5. They've definitely made an impressive comeback. They were down by almost double digits early in this one.
That timeout definitely helped them, as there's going to be another service violation there for Centaurus, giving Fossil yet another free point.
Yeah, Oliver
Shane
Thule.
Gertis will sub back in for Luke Pottle.
Yeah, Fossil up 21-15 in this one. Definitely looking to close it out here. There's a good chance. They've got Vieira here serving, one of their best servers. We'll see what he can do.
Fossil's front line, Shane, Jason, and Joe Huska, and their back line is Bernardo, Dawson, and Arthur.
Ooh, that was nicely hit. Centaurus able to rebound, though.
Number 8, Colton Pellers, definitely the superstar of this team, just getting a little unlucky as his team's encouraging him to stay up.
Yeah, Colton Peller playing with a lot of intensity in this one. Just not enough there, as once again Vieira will serve it for the SaberCats.
Gonna get a good receive there, but the set's just gonna go a little bit too close to the net, just kind of leaving your man out to dry there. Gonna be a net violation, gonna be another Fossil point as Arthur goes back to serve. Fossil up 23-15 in set number 2.
Service violation there
by Arthur. It's gonna be a point for Centaurus. Is number 2, John Neal, the sophomore, subs back in for Centaurus, front line.
Centaurus gonna have to rattle off a few here to get back in this one. They're down by 7.
Blake Keller serves it over. Shane's just gonna have to hit it out. Great hit for the position he was in. There we go. That's what they were looking for. Colton Peller, a beautiful placement just off the fingertips, makes it go out.
Yeah, we saw a play like that earlier. From here, it didn't look like it touched, but they get him, and it'll be Heller serving once again.
Jason's going to go with an absolute, just nasty setter feint there.
Jason,
nobody saw it coming.
Wow, that was impressive there, as SaberCats need one more point to win. And Owen Zade, the sophomore, he will come in and look to give Fossil the win right here. Straight into the net for a service violation. It'll go back to Centaurus here. Foster leads this one 24-18 in the second set.
Just as a sophomore, Owens definitely got a lot of promise here. Even with his sets, or his serves are pretty good, especially for a libero, even though that one came corralling off the net.
Oh, that was impressive. Sutherland.
Really funny play there. As there's going to be a block by Jason, but they're going to keep it up and keep rallying. Free ball over to Fossil. Jason's going to set it back up to Hugh, and he's just going to feint it over, but they are going to call a net violation on Hugh and going to give Centaurus a point there.
It's a tough break for the Sabercats.
Sabercats are still on set point here. Centaurus yet to make it to 20. Hit it all the way over to Shane. Beautiful block there by number 2, John
Neal. Yep.
Give it back to Jason. Another set to Shane, trying to end this set. Ooh. Just a beautiful placement there. Get it over the block and catch number 4, Bodie Marshall. They're creeping up. Just sneaking into the back corner as Fossil is going to take set 2.
Yeah, Gertis with some touch there. Fossil wins the second set. They're up 2-0. One more for the victory. Gertis playing a great game. In that one, he just floated it over his head. I think he was definitely anticipating a harder spike there. As we'll go into the break, let's take a look at some highlights from earlier in this one.
It's going to be a beautiful block there by Big Hugh Sutherland. Just nothing. See, nothing number 6, Aiden O'Laughlin can do it all there.
Yeah, better angle of that. Just straight up got his arm. He's done that a lot in this one.
Just on there, Centaurus has no other movement there as a team. They're just all kind of standing there and just kind of telegramming where the set's going to go. So Fossil's able to predict it. Hugh there's on the quick, but it's going to be a good dig. And as Shane just hits it over and snipes that line.
Yeah, Fossil, if they win this one, they win it all.
There was Ben Lindquist's first kill of the night, and one of his few in the season, as he's not a player that gets a whole lot of minutes.
Yeah, they've really been locked in tonight.
And there's just that beautiful play, the beautiful fake to Hugh, and then Jason, the awareness to set it all the way to the back corner to Josh to absolutely slam it over.
Yeah, Lambsma. Big reason why the Sabercats lead this one.
Josh is definitely our player of the game, for sure, I can tell. As they start to get ready, Sabercats break out of their huddle to start set number 3, hopefully soon.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be going with a little bit different of a lineup here.
Looks like here, Centaurus's lineup's going to consist of the sophomore John Neal, Andon Laughlin, number 11 Oliver Thule, number 16 Carver Choi, number 4 Bodie Marshall, and number 8 Colton Peller.
Yeah, if you look at that, almost a full sophomore lineup for them besides their leader Peller. And it's really do or die time for the Warriors here. Down 2-0.
Looks like Bay Keller, the libero, is going to sub in here for Carver Choi.
Bodie Marshall is going to start this one off for the Warriors.
As this set 3 gets underway, as Fossil looks to complete the sweep. Oh. Great design there, Jason. Even though he is leading his team here in assists as a setter, he's got great hops and he is a good hitter. And utilizing the 2 setters with Josh and Jason, as it's going to be short. It's going to be another point there for Fossil.
Marshall hits it into the net there. And it'll be Jason Manette, the senior, serving it for the Sabercats, looking to separate a little bit.
There's going to be a beautiful float serve that just jumped down into that corner for another surface ace.
Yeah, that looked like it could have been out. It just drops right where no one expected it to. As Manette will go again here.
Good serves there from Jason. It's just miscommunication, giving Falls another free ball to send it all the way to Shane. It's going to get bounced off the top of the net. It's going to be out.
Yeah, good awareness there from Owen Zade. It looked like he wanted to go for it, was made the smart play, didn't touch it, and
I believe number 8, Colton Peller there, just tried to float it over into the corner, but just had a little too much on it.
oh, tough break there for the Centaurus Warriors. It's way out.
As they don't get a good receive, and it just requires 2 players over there. Nobody could get it over.
Yeah, great serve by Minat there. He'll go again.
As that one is going to be out, and that will be Centaurus' point.
Yeah, definitely a lot more fast pace in this third game.
Definitely.
Already 4-2. There's not a lot of breaks, you can tell.
Just going after each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Arthur gets a great receive, and like that's just mean.
Joshua Lambsma.
Joshua using that height, he's just getting so much of a downward angle on that spike.
Yeah, not a chance for any player on the Warriors to get to that, as it'll be Gertis serving it for the Sabercats here. Hard hit serve.
That is a great set by number 4 Bodie for Centaurus. See when they get their good receives in and get it to their setter, they can execute those plays like that quick right there.
Bodie Marshall there, the impressive play, and it'll be John Neal serving it for the Warriors.
Gonna be a good dig there by Owens. Gonna hit up behind him as Braun gets a great run up, but absolutely sails it almost into the back wall without a bounce.
Yeah, Braun Southworth there. A little too much on that. Neal will serve again.
Centaurus has closed this down to a 1-point lead for Fossil. And that's just going to be a rough receive there. Little unlucky, just came up on him a little quick for Braun.
Yeah, 5-5 in the third set. Fossil won the first 2. As Neal looks to put Centaurus ahead.
Centaurus has a chance to take their first lead of the night, and they will. Fossil's receives here, just slacking a little bit, but they'll pull it back together as Centaurus takes their first lead 6-5 of the night.
Yeah, Centaurus leading. Haven't said that a whole lot tonight. And Neal on a little bit of a roll here.
So tries to drop it in, but a great receive, and it's going to hit back to Josh, and it's going to barely sneak over the net after they tried to block number 11 Oliver Thule there, and number 16 Cover Troy tried to get that block.
Yeah, they tie it up here 6-6, and it'll be Sutherland serving it for the Sabercats.
So they're just gonna have to feint it over, and Jason's gonna have to outstretch and try and get that pancake dig, but they placed it perfectly right in the middle of all the Fossil defenders.
Yeah, tough one there. Centaurus wins this one 7-6. Serving it for Centaurus will be Wilcox. Asher Wilcox, haven't seen him a whole lot tonight as the server.
As there was just mistiming there, as the set was there before Braun was ready. Just gonna try and chip it up, but just can't get it over the 2 blockers.
Yeah, Centaurus leads this one 8-6. Definitely playing a lot better than the first 2 games, that's for sure.
Good receive there. They're gonna give Josh another chance, and it's gonna just redirect off Colton Peller's hands out of bounds for another point for Fossil.
Yeah, Lambsma, nice play there, and he will carry the momentum to the serving position, looking to tie this ball game up.
So he tried to get another play drawn up to Colton Peller there, and he's gonna send it over for another point for Fossil.
Lambsma again, 8-8. Fossil ties this one up in the third set of the game.
So they just had to send over a free ball for Fossil as nobody was in the space. Yep, and that's going to be a net violation there for Centaurus. on Choi there, and it's going to be Fossil point. They retake the lead, 9-8.
Yeah, Choi there. Tough one. Went to make the play. This violation he gets called for. Ooh, very good hit there.
It's going to be a really
by
good
Peller.
receive there by Owen.
Great
Gives
hit,
Josh
great
plenty
receive.
of time as Braun hits it over. Another good receive. Over to Ben. It's going to get blocked, but it's going to keep up as there's a great rally happening here.
Looks like they ding Fossil for a violation. That'll be Centaurus' point, 9-9 in the third set. But man, what a rally that was. No one wanted to give up the point there. And Oliver Thule will serve for Centaurus here.
This set's definitely a lot closer than the previous two.
Ooh, it hit
that
hard.
Is going to be a great quick attack here for Brandon Pham as he sneaks it in just on the line there for a point.
Yeah, Brandon Pham. Great hit there. Haven't said his name a whole lot tonight, but making his presence known, giving Fossil the lead in this third and potentially final set.
As Braun Southworth, number 22, subs out for Arthur. Arthur back in to serve.
Yeah, Arthur Vieira, Brazilian, as we were talking about earlier. Cool story. He'll look to extend Fossil's lead.
As it's just going to be an absolute nasty double block there from Ben and Pham on Centaurus' ace, number 8, Colton Peller.
Yeah, Fossil's slowly starting to pull away. You notice whenever Arthur Vieira gets up to serve, Fossil tends to make a run. He's great at serving.
Arthur brings the energy up on this whole squad, and you can tell.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm surprised he didn't get the violation there. That is a very weird play, but they'll give the point to Fossil nonetheless as they take a 3-point
It's weird
lead.
how the ball was just chipped over, and then it looked like it was kind of scooped there by Brandon, but no call there, and then they sneak it into the corner for another point for Fossil as they have now scored 3 straight.
Yeah, Coach Thorne
straight.
of Centaurus did not seem too happy with the judge there.
As Centaurus is going to call a timeout and just mull over their options as they start to lose as this gap between the two teams increases.
Let's take a look at some replays here from earlier. That was
the beautiful block there on number 8, Colton Peller, trying to get it on Brandon, but he said nope.
Yep. And right now, if you're Fossil, you really can't be too upset with this. They started off a little slow in this set, but they really turned it on. They're playing great ball now, and they're on a run right now.
As we're about at the halfway point of the set, Fossil looks to complete the sweep and send Centaurus home early.
Yeah, if Fossil did complete the sweep, it would be their second sweep in a row, which is very impressive in volleyball. Last game swept Pomona on the road. Very impressive victory. And they've looked as impressive in this as they did in that one, as Vieira will serve it for the SaberCats. Oh, Gertis. Wow, that was a good return from Wilcox. Just hit it out. But man, when you get the ball up to Gertis, you know there's going to be trouble.
Seems like he never misses his spot. It seems like he always hits it exactly where he wants to, no matter where that set is or where that serve is.
Yeah, he'll get blocked here and there, but it definitely takes a lot.
As an outstretched Owen's going to receive that. It's just going to have to get hit over for Centaurus possession. Back over to Fossil. So a little bit of a rally here. As Brandon's going to get stuffed there by number 16, Choi. The single block prevails.
Yeah, it looks like Pham could have slipped a little there. Or maybe just lost his balance. Centaurus gets this ball here as Fossil still leads this one 13-10 in the third and potentially final set.
Spencer's just going to have to hit it over. Great block there by Pham, as there's going to be a net violation here for another Fossil point. Fossil has now increased their lead to 4, 14-10.
Yeah, Hugh Sutherland will come in for the SaberCats. He's played a great game.
Hugh Sutherland leads his team in total blocks with 55. Leads it in a landslide. Leads by 23.
Yeah, Sutherland, a great middle blocker for this team. He really does a lot for Fossil. He's one of the reasons they've been so great this year.
They got one more hit just to hit it over, and they're gonna. Centaurus gets a free possession here. They went for a feint, but they are gonna call it Fossil point here. I'm not sure with what, but it is gonna be another Fossil point.
Yeah, looks like a violation of some sort. A little confusing which one. Fossil still leads this one 15-10.
Dawson's gonna be back here to serve. Dawson Wiley, a senior here, I believe in his first or second year. Ooh, as they went up for the block and it just chipped off the net, and then Ben Lindquist lost the ball and couldn't find it as it drops at his feet.
Centaurus puts a little end to this run Fossil's been on. 15-11. They lead this one.
Both teams trying to make it to 20 to secure the momentum for the set. As the set wasn't high enough for Hughes, so we just had to dump it over. So there's going to be a decent block, and it's going to be kept up. Shane's going to absolutely snipe the corner again. They've got to make some adjustments. Shane knows exactly where to place that ball.
Yeah, Shane Gertis. 16-11, Fossil leads this one. That was very impressive by Shane Gertis there. And it will...
It's Jason Minat here to serve.
Jason Minat served here earlier. He'll have a chance to go on a run again.
It's a good serve, but also good receive by Colton Peller. And he's going to have an absolute acrobatic little feint over as he's going to have his non-dominant or his dominant hand reached over underhand and just tip it over the two blockers and down for a point.
Peller will serve it for the Warriors here.
That unique jump serve he's got. It's a good serve. A good receive, too. It's a great dig by Colton Peller as well. Looks like he's doing it all for this team.
That one's hit out.
And number 11, Oliver Toole, just couldn't keep it in.
Yeah, Gertis. Another chance to extend Fossil's lead. They're up 17-12 in this one. 8 points away from that glorious third victory.
An absolute beautiful service ace there. Just right in the middle of the front and back row. As we're going to get a little replay here of the acrobatic play there by Colton Peller as he just scoops his hand over the two blockers. They're just going to have to give Fossil a free ball. Arthur's going to receive it. Back to Arthur for the spike. Just blocked. Fossil blocks it, but it stays on their side of the net, so that will be Centaurus' point. Hugh trying to get over there and secure another block.
Yeah, great effort from Hugh Sutherland there. Just a little bit too much. And Fossil still leads this one 18-13 in the third set.
You do a little bit of a quick attack to Hugh, and he's gonna hit it right off the outstretched hands of the blockers and go out, so that will be a point for Fossil.
Yeah, Fossil extending their lead. And Sutherland looks to be serving here. Sutherland, such a big player on this team. Also brings the intimidation factor. You see a guy that big serving, you know he's going to bring it down.
There's going to be a beautiful block there by Arthur, but unfortunately it is going to be out, so it will be Centaurus' point.
Yeah, just out there. Still a great...
Meeting him up with the single block. As number 6, Andon Laughlin's back here to serve for Centaurus.
Coach Thorne seems to make some adjustments.
That ball is going to be out as Fossil wins the race to 20, and will take a 20-14 lead. Remember, this set was tied at 9-9 not that long ago, and Fossil takes on a little bit of an 11-5 run here.
Yeah, people forget Fossil. They were down quite a bit to start this game. They got on a run, and they've just coasted ever since. They lead this one by 6 in the
as
third
Luke
set.
Pottle subs in for Joshua. They're just going to have to get it to Peller there. And then two number 11s that are clash at the net, but the taller one's going to be able to prevail on that net ball.
Yeah, Oliver Thule has played a great game so far, and he'll get the chance to serve.
As they hope close this lead of Fossils, and as Jason's just going to use another feint as Centaurus just isn't adapting to it and just aren't ready for it. He's just going to feint it right into the middle of the two rows.
Jason Manat there. Great touch on that, and it'll be Arthur Vieira serving. He ended the game for Fossil last time, I believe, or he went on a run, so we'll see what he can do here. Centaurus making the proper adjustments that they need.
It's a good serve there by Arthur. They're going to give Fossil a free ball as Joe Huska slams it down just off the tip of the net and down for a point, as we're going to look at a replay here. Well, that was an absolute beautiful feint there by Jason. Nobody saw it coming, and the entire Centaurus team did not see it coming.
A little too much
Arthur
there.
is going to sail that one out of bounds.
22-16, Fossil leads this one, and it will be Blake Heller serving it for Centaurus. As you can see on the screen, 2 great serves here, and Fossil will walk away with the victory and a second straight sweep, which would be huge for this team.
Looks like it's going to be number 10, Dawson Wiley, back here to serve for Fossil.
Yeah, Dawson Wiley not serving a ton. He serves here with a chance to close out this game.
There's going to be a little quick attack that was going to be received. Hit back over to Shane. Keep the hand hot, and he's going to get another point. Even with blockers there, it does not matter for Shane Gertis.
Yeah, 24-18, Fossil leads, and we didn't mention earlier, but this would be Fossil's 4th straight win in a row. They've got really hot, and they're playing their best volleyball when they need to the most. We'll see what they can do here. Fossil with a chance to win this game.
Good dig there by Shane as they're going to keep this ball up. Just going to have to hit it over, give Centaurus a possession, hopefully recuperate. And that is going to end up being Fossil's point as it is out. Fossil will win the match in a sweep, 3-0.
Yeah, great game from the SaberCats here. They take this final one, 25-16. That is Fossil's 4th straight win, 2nd straight sweep. We thank everyone who tuned in to the SaberCats Sports Network broadcast. This is Cannon Ray along with Wyatt Hansen. We're signing off. Thank you.